Look at that. It is. There you go. We're out exploring today. We're a couple of hours east of Klamath Falls, our hometown, and still on the Oregon side of the border. There's common opal in the area, jasper, some agate, some black agate, and some obsidian. So there's about 3 different spots around here to check out. We're at our first spot. It's early spring here, but the conditions are more like late spring. Piece of obsidian. Pretty. It's very small. But I heard there was supposed to be obsidian here in this area. There's some proof. You want to dig for rocks? Okay, see what you can find. What'd you find? Let me see. Oh, look. You got a little tiny, looks like a tiny piece of common opal. Alright, Ruth found this rock. It has a bit of a sheen on it, so I'm going to break a corner off and see what identify it. Huh. Nothing real spectacular looking. There's a really nice, healthy looking pine. Looks to me like a fire came through a number of years ago and killed off quite a few of the pines and thinned it out up here, which kind of opens up the ground. We're going to head up to this little outcropping up here and see what's there. So far, not so good as far as rock hounding, but it sure is nice to be out in the woods. We're going to head out. We got plenty of samples to cut. Nothing looks spectacular, but like I said, it's pretty out here. So heading back down the hill. Truck's over that way. Take this little old road down to the main road and go check out our next place. We're at our second place here, just a couple miles up the road, and go look out here in the sun and see. In this place there's reportedly jasper and black agate. This big piece of common opal that Ruth spotted has some little druzy quartz in there, probably. I suppose it's sparkly little stuff. Looks like Ruth found a nice fist-size jasper. She said it's got yellow and what other colors?
Burgundy, some red, rust, orange.
Looks like we got some black quartz, something like that, or very dark jasper. That side there looks definitely like black. So we'll see. There's a whole bunch of stuff down here. We'll pick some samples. Some pretty crazy banding in that jasper. That's what we're looking for. And that's a big enough piece to get some slabs out of it. So this will be fun. I really am right here next to the road. Jasper. Lines all through it. Cool. Ruth found this, looks like a jasper nodule. It's definitely a nodule shape. I don't know. It's really neat how it kind of comes down at the very top with kind of a lighter yellow color and then goes into other colors. That's cool. That'll be fun to cut in half. It's a piece of, looks to be jasper. Some really dark lines going through it. Little veins of something very black. Looks like it could be kind of wild inside. Darker. Look at the size of that piece of jasper. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, I'd say that's probably a few pounds right there. So I told Ruth, hey, go ahead, keep digging. I told Ruth, she saw this beautiful rock out here in this field, and I told her, I says, well, if you can get it to the truck, I'll put it in. And she's been working on it here for a while, and I don't know if she knows what she's gotten into, or maybe I also underestimated her determinedness. What do you call that?
Determination.
Her determination, yes. And she says it would be extremely beautiful in our yard.
See that side over there? Look at that.
I think that is a gigantic piece of jasper or opal or something. And how much you think it weighs?
I haven't got to the bottom of it yet.
Well, I've seen, oh my,
It's moving.
it's probably as big as one of Ma'am Lambo's whale bones. And he did it, and he hauled it like a long ways off the beach. We just have to get to the truck. I was noticing you were looking at a few smaller pieces, but you really want this piece.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, Ruby thinks so. All right, Ruth's got one here. It's like a, what do you call it, desert painting?
Yeah.
Almost like a picture in this jasper. It is pretty cool. Everything from the very dark, I'll have to get some water on that, to lighter and, very interesting.
Look it down at the bottom down there.
Oh yeah.
Got a little
Yeah, little
crystals.
Little grooves. And how heavy is it?
Pretty heavy.
That 20 pounds probably, 25?
Yeah, weighs about the same
Yeah.
as Ollie.
So can you see that hole right there? Yeah, that's where Ruth's gigantic jasper or opal rock was. And somebody got the truck way back in here. And there it is. Are you happy?
Yep.
Okay, good. You know we still got to get it home. Okay. Got it off the truck, hosed it down, and got it close to where it belongs. We weighed it out to about 145 pounds, and now it's close to where it'll likely end up here in this garden area that we're developing next to our main entertaining area here with our grill and our big table, and really nice addition to our yard. And here's the jasper with the desert landscape. What we'll eventually try to do is use a coarse diamond disc and grind it down flat or slightly concave, and then we'll work it through the various diamond discs up to a bright shiny polish and see what the picture becomes. We'll show that to you in a later video. So these are those pieces from the first location where we really didn't find anything, and I really don't think this is much of anything, but I'll take a slice off of them and cut them and see what's on the inside, see if maybe something smooth, if they'd even polish up. We'll see. Here's the jasper pieces. I'll put a little moisture on them here, and you can kind of start to see the color and variegation. This one has lots of contrast. I'm not quite even sure that is jasper, but we'll slice it in half and see. There's definitely some chalcedony type formations in there, and we'll find out what that is. Some little ones. Some of this has some really nice figuring and lines. I think it was this little guy here. It's got lines all through it. And then this is that nodule piece that Ruth found, and it definitely is a nodule. And that's really neat. And this is that piece of looks to me like the same kind of common opal as was supposed to be at that other place, but this actually is very solid, very heavy, and has a shine to it. So we'll slice through that. Looks like maybe some iron staining in there. I'm not really sure, but we'll see what's that. And then I'll cut a couple of pieces. This one's got some really good figuring, and so I'll cut that down some direction or another, and do some pictures. This one looks like it can slice right down the middle, and I'll slice Ruth's nodule right down the middle. We'll slice it like through there, and then I'll try to get some nice photos. And then here is that strange black stuff. And so according to Rockhounding Oregon and Oregon Gem Trails, both books had the same place called Dry Creek that we were at. This one definitely has some lines in it. They were calling this black agate. Well, that was fun cutting all this stuff on the saw. Here's the first thing I cut. It was from that first location. This is some of that low quality opal, I think that's what it is. Can't tell for sure. It cut very smooth, but it also cut very easy, so it's not very dense. And I'll try to give it a polish and see what happens. But next is Ruth's nodule. There's the nodule, and that cut. That has little specks all through it. That's really pretty. Here's a really neat one. That is gorgeously, what you call that, variegated? From the lightest color to the darkest, deepest red. It just has it all. The common opal from that second place we were at. And then this is that black stuff, and yes, it's black. Don't see a whole lot in there. This stuff actually cut very easy, so I don't think it's a chalcedony. I'll do a little more work with it and see if it polishes up. There's another smaller jasper. That one that was really crazy on the outside is also crazy on the inside. I'll actually polish these up as specimens. And here's that really dark one with the light stuff inside. Remember that one from what looked like that? That is something else. I don't know, there again, if it polishes up good, that's pretty cool, because it's got the really dark stuff, the medium reddish stuff, and then that really white stuff. And then took side slices of this one and made a whole series of little slabs out of it. And those are actually pretty neat. I decided to cut this one because it had so much of that really dark color in there. Make them into some natural shaped cabochons for some of them, and some of them, like this one here, is certainly wide enough that I could get a nice oval or even two ovals out of it and incorporate those colors. Awesome. So sometimes you go and you look and you don't find anything, or you find something that's mediocre at best, and sometimes you go and you find just incredible stuff. When I get some of these polished up, I'll show them again, and before I send them on or give them away. Something else I wanted to show you. Another one of my favorite YouTubers is Theo Kellison, and he's got an Etsy store, and I went and bought this. It wasn't very expensive. This is a Montana agate, and while I was cutting, I cut this open. Look at that, baby. I've always wanted a Montana agate, and I found out I'm a long way from Montana. So Theo's always out finding stuff like this, so check out his channel, Theo Kellison. All right, well, we were blessed with a really awesome adventure, and we hope that you're blessed too. Take care.